for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get it. Never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. How I give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Alert it, tag 53. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. What a spin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
50-50.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Stay 50, stay 50. Stay 70.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Big 20.
They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bonnett taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And here's Lewis. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, up and over. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Good set, good set, good set.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff, Johnson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They pitch it out to Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, you know, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Devon Kennard not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Check. On the ball. Hey. 4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On the ball. 4 down. Stay 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On one.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, 58 is down. 58 is down.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Hurry. Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. 180.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 32 that time.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Johnson, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, tag 50 left.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Get set.
They'll look to throw. Jim has it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here we go. 95-56.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go.
He's back to throw.